Yo, what's happening, guys? Coming at you from downforsoundshop.com as always, and in this video we're going to be going over rapid fire questions segment 13. But first, my name is Johnathan Price, owner and operator of downforsoundshop.com and this YouTube channel, which is two of the fastest growing things in car audio. If you will, hit that subscribe button and enable notifications so you know every time we drop a video, and you'll get it sent to your inbox and you'll be able to check it out first. All right, so let's get into these questions. As you know, you ask the questions in the comments on my videos and we go through and find them and try to answer them for you in these rapid fire question segments. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into this. So the first question that I have is from Wang's World. It says, hey JP, I was thinking about getting two XV315s. You think a Salt 8 would be too much at 1 ohm, or should I wire the subs at 2 ohm? Much love. A Salt 8 on the X's is going to be pretty hot, I'm not going to lie. I usually recommend that for ZV6s or Nightshades. Depending on your experience level, you might could get away with it, but you definitely have to watch out because that's a very powerful amplifier. So just, I would probably, I mean, as bad as I would love to sell you a bigger amplifier, I'm not here to take advantage of anybody, so I would look for, or I'd probably go with the Salt 6. Again, it really depends on your experience level. And if you had a lot of experience and you knew what to look for when your subs are getting pushed too hard and they're getting hurt, you could turn it down and try to preserve them. But again, if you want it to be on easy street, oh, I see where Ryan Dozenberry said Salt 6 in my opinion would be perfect because it's close to 8K. So yeah, that's what I recommend, Salt 6 on yours. So on to the next question is Mike Miner. What's up, JP? I have a 240 amp alternator, a Salt 8K, and two ZV5s 12s, all purchased from you. Now I need your input on what batteries I should get. You're kind of in the middle, but I would suggest going with a JP40 lithium battery in the back. You could delete your front battery and do a excess power super bank under the hood. So if I don't think it says, yeah, it doesn't say your vehicle. So if you have a Chevy Tahoe and you have a Group 34 battery under there, I would delete that, put a super bank Group 34 or 30, I think it's SP-3400, something like that. Anyway, look up the super bank that fits yours. You can put it under the hood and then put the JP40 in the back, because you don't want to be mixing the JP40 with any other batteries, but you can mix it with a cap bank. It would be perfectly fine. So that's what I would recommend doing, getting one JP40 for the back. Should be good, but if you're still having voltage problems, you could add another JP40, another cap bank, kind of play with it like that. Next question is from Empathy CJ. Hey JP, how do you feel about distribution blocks? Should some run them or just do straight runs of wire to their amplifiers? So this really depends on, it's really install specific. Say you have two smaller amplifiers in the back that are like 400 watts each, and you want to use one 0 gauge power wire to go back to the back to a distribution block and then go off to the amplifiers. You could definitely do that. That's perfectly fine. But if you had like a monstrous amplifier like the JP83 and you for whatever reason had your whole battery bank up in the front, you would want to run at least one run of 0 gauge per positive to the back. You wouldn't want to run to a distribution block in the back and then go over to the amplifier, say with a single run of wire, and then try to do 3 wires off the single wire distribution, because you're going to have major problems. So anyway, it's really just install specific. I don't like, they have their place, so you just have to see if it fits for you. Next question is from Daniel Rumi. It says, rapid fire question. I want to run 4 mids in each front door, 4 in the back of the truck, and the same amount in super tweeters. How is the best way to connect them all and control them better? Thank you for your time. So 4 in each front door, 4 in the back of the truck. I'm assuming he has a 2-door truck, so that means 4, 4, 4. He would have 12 speakers. Depends on the install, depends on how much power the speakers are rated at. For instance, I'll use my work truck as an example, because I have 12 speakers in each door. how we control those 12 speakers is with a DefBonce 3000.2 on the mids, and then the 6 tweeters across the top, which we have 6 tweeters across the top on both doors, so we have a total of 12 tweeters. We're running those off of a DefBonce 200.4. So that's how we have that hooked up. You could do the exact same, and if you're wanting, like, that would play everything. That's just one scenario, but you could cut it so many different ways. We'd be here forever if we were trying to go over all the different options. So you could use you could use something like this. So amplifier 13.2, it would power all 12 of those speakers, no problem. It is a lot of power, but it depends on how much power your speakers are rated at. So again, it just there's so many differentiating factors there that can change the outcome of your system or how it's laid out. So anyway, that's a couple of different ways. I use the DefBonce the ARU 3000.2. You could also use this amplifier. So there's a bunch of different ways. But anyway, moving on to the next question. I thought that was the last one, so that's why I was going on a little bit about it. Alan Scott is going to be the last question. He said, I just ordered a Nightshade V515. What will be a good budget amp to push it? Saya, SFV, or a Brazilian amp? And I actually commented on this shortly after he posted that, but since other people may be asking the same question, I would suggest the Sundown Saya 3500. This would be a great budget-friendly option for that subwoofer. If you were going to go with if you didn't really have a budget and you wanted to get a really nice amplifier to push that with, you could do a JP43. Or, so the Saya, I think the Saya 3500 is 400, 450-ish. The JP43 is 849. Then if you wanted to, it might match your equipment with because you have the top of the line subwoofer, you wanted to get the top of the line Sundown amplifier to match it, you would get the Salt 4, which runs right at 1300-ish, somewhere in there. So that's 3 different options for you on that. So that's going to conclude our rapid fire question segment for this week. If you have any questions, you know what to do. Drop them in the comments below and we'll try to answer them for you. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and enable notifications so you know every time I drop a video here, and you can check them out first. We'll see you in the next one. Later. What's happening, guys? If y'all enjoyed all the hot content that you saw in that video, be sure to follow me on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram under the Lifer Price, and also Down for Sound Shop on Facebook and Instagram, and don't forget Snapchat. I'm JPD4S on there, so be sure to check me out there. We'll see you in the next one. Later.